just a few miles away from the U.S.-Canada border in Detroit, Michigan. Welcome in to Bank Michigan Stadium for a new chapter in the Lake Michigan rivalry. It's the Chicago Warriors taking on the Motor City V8s. Welcome into the broadcast booth high above Bank Michigan Stadium. It's Chris Curtis along with Alex West. And Alex, a matchup 1-7 and 2-6 on paper. Doesn't seem like it might be that exciting, but I think we're in for a good competitive ball game here.
On paper, this is absolutely a competitive game, both when you look at the terms of talent that both teams are bringing to the field tonight, and also record. Two teams that have struggled to find their footing so far, either the bottom or near the bottom of their respective in the same division. This is a rivalry matchup, so these two teams trying to avoid the pit of despair. Let's see who comes out on top.
And these two teams residing in the Central Division, they occupy the bottom two spots in said division. Motor City trying to remain above the last place spot in that Central, but Chicago definitely going to put up a fight against that. The Warriors are going to get this ball first to start things off as they're going to go left to right across your screen. We're ready for football. Hopefully you are as well, as we are underway on this Sunday evening. As this kick is going into the end zone about 10 yards deep, it'll be at the 20 on a return from there. Here come the Chicago Warriors, led of course by Ty Patak and Norman Gus, your main halfback, along with J.W. Doyle. Dean Jackson going to be the fullback, as well as Kyle Finnemore, Ryan Orlovsky, Buchanan Simons, and John Fullerton, your quartet of wide receivers. We'll get to the tight end and offensive line here in just a moment. First down looks like this. They'll move the tight end into motion from one side of the formation to the other. 1st and 10. Handoff left side, not much in the way of gaining any ground. That'll be J.W. Doyle, the first carry, no gain.
And this is what you want to do if you're on the road, or rather, if you're at home trying to defend home turf. You want to set the tone early. It's a great start.
Chance for Patak, moving out of the pocket, pressure coming, throwing on his back foot. That is incomplete. There is a flag down, and ref will make a call. It is pass interference on the defense. That's a heck of a call. And Patak put it up, and Chicago gets bailed out a little bit to spot foul, first down.
Bit of a bang play here. I do think that the defender had his head turned. He was looking towards the ball, but I question if that was really a penalty. Sometimes it does go that way, though.
And bang play. Could have called it, could have not. I think it would have lived with it either way. 1st and 10. Chicago moved the ball by way of penalty. They have it at the 40-yard line. This will be a handoff right side, breaking through, getting a couple of yards, no further than that. 2 yards there. Kappa Jones on the stop. Tight end Paulie Truth tackle Matty Mack, guards Kobe Beef and Jess Fullerton Galarza, and the center Sean Sullivan. That makes up the offense for this Chicago Warriors staff. 2nd and 8. Tight end off to the left. This will be a play action. Pressure coming, and he gets hit like a Mack truck on the outside. Flag is down, and they're going to call a hold.
And I'm kind of surprised that this penalty gets accepted here, because you have 2nd and long coming up if you take that sack, but net yardage, you get more out of this, I suppose.
No, I mean, it was a defensive holding penalty, so that puts things into perspective for Chicago. They have a first down. Tight end is off to the left. Nickel look on defense. 3-2 look on defense for the V8s. This is a Patak throw off the pump fake left side and well overthrown. 2nd and 10. He was looking down the left side for John Fullerton.
A defensive holding call. Goodness, I didn't even realize what was happening. I didn't even double check the number of the team. Wild. Now they're operating from midfield.
The 48-yard line is where they're at. Patak backs it up, looks to throw over the middle of the field and into double coverage. That'll hit the ground, incomplete, and that's not a completed pass yet for Ty Patak as he's trying to move his team downfield. Sandy Seapout the 3rd in coverage.
Something to note about Patak is that he does have the 2nd most attempts in the league, but he is averaging under 50% completion for the season so far.
3 at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw this. Throws right side. Incomplete. Another flag down. Third flag of the drive already. And this is a defensive PI call. Spot foul puts them into field goal range. Chicago accepts, and they have it first down.
That's twice now this drive alone that Chicago has been bailed out by the refs. Three defensive penalties so far. Motor City needs to keep their heads cool and not get frustrated at all this laundry on the turf.
A little bit of discipline needed as well. Tight end off to the right. I formation 2 to the left. They'll move one of them to the formation right, spread them out wide. First and 10 for Chicago. Zach backs up, 5-step drop, moves outside the pocket to the right, throws across his body left side. That one's caught. First completion of the game, and that is going to be the receiver Kyle Finnemore with his first catch. 2nd and 3. It's 8 and 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Chicago on their first possession. And Patak in a little bit of trouble. He's got some room to run on the outside. He got a first down and more, and he'll slide down at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Chicago. They're in the red zone.
Very necessary there, and some very cool-headed operation there by Patak to roll out there when he sees all the options covered. He did have the option to toss it to the halfback. It looked like that was J.W. Doyle there in the flat, but he recognizes that he can get further if he just does it himself.
Here comes Chicago, 1st and 10. Attack backs it up. Plenty of time. Works right side. Throws end zone. Touchdown. Chicago on the board first. How about that seed to the right corner? Ryan Arlovsky brings it in, and Chicago has the lead.
And it's his first touchdown of the season. You know, he's breathing a sigh of relief here. The zone coverage is something that he beats the press off the line of scrimmage, sees he's got space, knows where he has to go, and Patak delivers that one in open space. Exceptional work there.
So Chicago, after 3 penalties, all 3 against the defense, able to finish the job, get it all the way downfield, and Patak finds Arlovsky 7 plays, 78 yards with 2.5 minutes gone. Chicago taking advantage of what the defense gave him, and the defense gave him a lot on that drive.
And honestly, it's something to say is that really this could have gone either way. Motor City could have had a huge opportunity to make a goal line stand in their own house. Instead, Patak finds the soft spot of the defense and put his team up a full 7 instead of just 3.
From his own 5-yard line, that is returned by Johan Sutherland to the 24-yard line for Motor City. They are flanked. King Jackson, quarterback, Shane Kaufman and Christopher Dean, your halfbacks. Fullback Julian Gusters, and then King Alexander, Johan Sutherland, Queen Jackson, Terrell Cooper, and Jay Viper, the quintet of wide receivers for the V8s. We'll get to the tight ends and offensive line here in a moment. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Handoff on the draw play, and that's going to be a decent one through the middle for Christopher Dean, his first carry. That's the halfback. It's 2nd and 4.
Love the job by the V8's offensive line there, winning all of those one-on-one matchups against the D-line and the secondary. So much room to run for the halfback there.
And off again. That's going to be through the left side. Gets stuck on a blocker and gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Not ideal for the V8s there, as that was Alex Bond, the free safety, coming up to make the hit.
Absolutely screaming down. Only a few tackles behind the team leader, Doug Day. These 2 safeties are both menaces on the backside.
V8s have it at their own 30-yard line. 3rd and 4. Got to get it to the 34.5 roughly for the first down. Backing it up. Jackson waits to throw. Throws left side. That one's caught. Nice little cross pattern. 1st and 10. Had to wait patiently for King Alexander to get open. He does there, and that's a 1st and 10.
Mr. Always Open himself catching that one for the first down. Motor City now marching along nicely so far.
4-3 look on defense. Jackson backs it up. Time in the pocket. Throws over the middle. It's a one-handed grab and a first down. 1st and 10 as they find, that was Terrell Cooper, I'm pretty sure, with the grab there. Great grab and it's a 1st and 10 for Motor City.
Cooper so far the team's leading receiver in yards so far, and he's a favorite target of Jackson and showing why he's so reliable there.
Got to look for Azami Mihata and Phil Koss on the tight ends as well. Mo Biggin, Scat Pancake, Bill, and Phil McMillan, your tackles and guards for this V8 offense. 1st and 10 for Motor City. They're across the 50 into Chicago territory. Jackson backs it up, looks to throw it left side. That one's caught. 1st and 10 out to the 21-yard line. Another big-time grab has Motor City in business here as they find Jay Viper.
The former Lexington Miner coming up big here as he finds them a completely undefended spot in the zone on this post route. Between the cornerback and the safety coverage, there's no one near him, and King Jackson has all kinds of time to find him. The front line, the front four, front five are doing wonders to buy him this kind of time.
1st and 10 for Motor City. Maybe they're able to work it down the field fairly easily. They send one extra blitzer. That's a big time deflection. Right in the way of Jackson is the linebacker who jumps in front of that play. The ball was intended for Terrell Cooper. It did not find him. 2nd and 10.
Looks like Jackson didn't even see Sabo Cannon on that play. Just threw a dart. Didn't even realize a red face mask and golden helmet was right there.
I formation for Motor City. 2nd and 10. Just 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Quick moving first quarter. They'll send one extra blitzer. Throw over the middle. That one's overthrown. 3rd down and 10. One of the strengths of the Chicago roster so far this season, they only give up 43% to opposing 3rd down offenses. This is a big 3rd down to get right here, trying to force Motor City into a 3-point try. That number good for 1st in the SFL. 3rd and 10. Jackson backs it up, throws a swing pass out. That's a nice little stiff arm there for Dean, and he's got it for a 1st down for Motor City. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down there, and they have it 1st and goal.
And the number 1 defense on 3rd down gets shamed here because of a shivering stiff arm from Christopher Dean, the bell cow back for the V8s there, coming up big on this 3rd and long.
Christopher Dean, formerly the fullback from last season from Motor City, shifted to the halfback spot in the offseason. He's been a good workhorse for this V8's roster. 3 down linemen. Chicago maybe sending some extra help. They do on the run blitz. Doesn't matter. That's a nice tackle after just a 2-yard gain, and that is Shane Kaufman's first carry.
Kaufman trying to get skinny there, the former All-Star, but there's only so skinny you can get when you're 6'1", 250. Big fella.
2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Motor City trying to tie up this ball game. Goal line set, looks like for Chicago. Handoff through the middle, trying to push his way forward. Can't get it. Christopher Dean very close, but can't get there. 3rd and goal from the 1.
My God, it looked like he had it until the safety came up to add some extra mass there. Instead, he stopped on the 1.
From the 1-yard line, essentially you got 2 chances if you want to bust it on 4th down. Through the middle, gets in! That's a Motor City touchdown! Shane Kaufman finds Pater, and we're going to be tied.
Tie ball game in Detroit. Let's go. This matchup is exactly what I was hoping for. Both of these teams have plenty of aggression to work out on each other. They both find themselves equally matched instead of outgunned and outmanned. This one promises to be a show so far, and I'm glad to be here in the booth with you, Curtis.
That'll work. That'll work. This will be a kick up and coming on the extra point for English T, trying to tie up this ball game. Number 1 for Motor City. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way. It is up, and it is through, capping off an 11-play, 76-yard drive. Very good drive to answer the Chicago drive from previous. Now, if Motor City can show some discipline and stay off the penalty sheet, they may be in good shape giving Chicago back the football. Kick is up and gone. It'll be returnable from the 2-yard line. Out to the 15, the 20, 25 to the 30. Breaks a tackle and gets taken down at the 30-yard line. And that is where we will start this next drive. So it's Derek Majors who's doing the returns for Chicago. Out comes type attack one more time.
Tell me something, Curtis. Do you drink tea?
I have been known to have tea a time or two.
Yorkshire Gold. We are not sponsored by Yorkshire Gold, but that stuff is delicious.
1st and 10 for Chicago. Looking to throw this. Attack. Winds it up. Throws over the middle. That one is somehow caught. There is a flag down. See what this ended up being. It is pass interference for the 3rd time today. And it is a Chicago decline as the catch was made. 1st and 10 for Chicago. But again, the 3rd time defensive pass interference has been called on the Motor City secondary.
This is unreal. I've heard of home cooking, but this is reverse home cooking. This is some interesting refs who have a statement to make.
I doubt it's via an agenda. 4-2 look on defense. That's nickel for Motor City. Attack backs it up. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. That one's caught. 1st down and more out to the 33-yard line. Another big-time catch for Kyle Finnemore, his 2nd grab of the game.
Getting a little physical out there. Finnemore has to make this catch as the safety's bearing down on him, and a great job as he comes behind the linebackers here. You see there's a soft spot in the zone that he's taking advantage of, and so far that's what both offenses have succeeded, is finding these soft spots in these cover 3 zones.
2 tight ends out on the field for Chicago. The offset eye look. This will be a handoff. Left side breaking through a tackle. Another flag down. This one might actually be on Chicago. It is. It's a block in the back. So that is going to be a Motor City acceptance on that. That'll push back the Warriors to the 49-yard line.
My goodness. The flags are just coming out. We finally have our first penalty on Chicago's offense, but it feels just insane to see this many flags whenever Chicago's offense is on the field.
5 penalties so far in this 1st quarter. 4 of them on Motor City, 1 on Chicago. 1st and 25. Backing it up, attack, plenty of time. Going to try to chip away at this. Left side, that one's caught. 1st down as he gets the 25 back in one go, down to the 20-yard line. Great grab for Ryan Arlovsky.
And that's just an incredibly composed and mature throw by Type Attack here. Knows it's 1st and long, sees that his man Arlovsky has the one-on-one matchup, and knows where that ball has to go so that he can make sure that his receiver catches it and King Rashid does not have the play. King Rashid overplays this one. If he goes for deflection, maybe that's a 2nd and 25.
1st and 10, though. They're in field goal range is Chicago. Handoff left or to the right side, and that is a couple of yards forward. Not a ton for J.W. Doyle, his 2nd carry.
The Warriors featured back, going between the tackles. He's definitely a brute force runner, north-south, 6'4", 242. Big fella.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Attack, pressure coming, throws over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete, nearly grabbed and taken away by T.J. Harper, the outside linebacker.
Harper wants that one back. The former Seattle Nemesis, the former Seattle Nemesis playing his former franchise here, definitely wishes that he could have grabbed that one.
3 to the left, 1 to the right, 3rd and 8 from the 17-yard line. Move one of the receivers off to the right, make it a quads look for Chicago. Attack. 3-step drop, throws, end zone. Oh, what a knock away. Well-timed hit from the safety to knock that one aside. What a grab, what a takeaway from Todd Rigsby.
The other former minor for the V8s, Rigsby here in the safety position, laying out an absolutely brutal hit. Now they've got to call on now they've got to call on Christian Ronald-Sui to bank this one home.
From the right hash. We're trying to knock this one through. Kick is up, plenty to it, and it is good to make it a 3-point lead, capping off an 8-play, 53-yard drive. Christian Ronald-Sui knocks it in, and it is 10-7.
Both of these teams when you look on paper, what I love about this matchup, they have struggled to score points against other teams, but so far, both offenses finding their grooves here. The rushing and the passing attack for both squads is finding gaps, finding ways to move the ball forward. I like this football.
On the 12-yard line, chance for the return, and they'll bring it out to the 34. Decent one for Sutherland on that return, so decent field position for the V8s on their second possession. They had a successful 11-play drive for 76 yards on their last go and got a touchdown out of it. They'll look to answer that with another one of the same variety. Here come the V8s. Looking like an ominous sky, which is no weather reported coming into Detroit. Maybe a little bit of wet stuff, but nothing major. 1st and 10 for the V8s. Going left, throw wing, dipped and incomplete. Not going to happen. That's knocked away as the linebacker got a hand to it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Looks like Sabo Kanan was there again, two-time All-Star. Couldn't pick it off, but did this job in defending that one. But you got to think that he's replaying that one and imagining a pick six.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. 2nd and 10. You ever stop to breathe and forget to start again? That's exactly what happened there. That's Christopher Dean going through and getting himself a carry. It's 3rd and 6 on the 4-yard progressive play. And here comes a 3rd down for Motor City against this Chicago 3rd down defense. They're already 1 for 1, trying to do it again. Looking to throw over the middle, and that was incomplete. Knocked away. There's the Chicago 3rd down defense making a play, knocking it aside, and Motor City will be forced to punt.
And I've got to be real for a second there. I hate that pass decision by King Jackson. I think you've got to let that play develop a little bit more to take the check down route there that is still short of the sticks. Even if you have that completion, you need your receiver to break a tackle just to get the 1st down there. That was not a good throw. The pressure was not getting home.
That was Matthias Citrion on the knockaway there. Chicago going to get this ball back here fairly quickly as Finnemore will bring that one in. Here come the Warriors, 1st and 10 for Chicago as they have it from their own right about the 32-yard line.
And this feels like a big opportunity for Patak and the gang because they did score the last time out. This is the first time we've seen a punt. There's an opportunity to really widen the gap here. If they score a touchdown, it's a 2-point game or a 2-score game.
Here they come. Patak backing it up. Blocks holding, tipped and incomplete. That one hit him right in the hands, but he could not bring that one in. Orlovsky, who's been pretty sure-handed so far today, not able to bring that one home.
Credit to the defender there, waiting until the right moment. There's been a pass interference call on this defense already, so they're aware they have to time it right. That one was perfectly timed.
2nd and 10. Attack, play action, roll right, looking to throw, right side tipped, and again an incomplete. Off the hands of the receiver. Kaufman in coverage as well, couldn't quite bring it down. That was Mark Kaufman, the corner, and it's 3rd down and 10.
Too much mustard and a little bit too much height for John Fullerton. Credit to him for the attempt. He tried to get all 6'4" inches out there, but just couldn't bring it down.
Chicago 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Biggest 3rd down of the first half so far. Attack, throws over the right side. That one is caught. What a grab in double coverage. Somehow found a way. It's John Fullerton.
Redemption here on 3rd down. He needed a second bite at the apple, and this time he got it. Does not matter that he's getting a shoulder pad planted directly in his ribs as he catches it. He comes down with it anyway.
Big play for Chicago, moving it across midfield. They've got a chance here with 8 seconds left in this first quarter. This will be the last play of this quarter, and that'll be a run forward for a yard. What a hit that was that he took just past the line of scrimmage, and that will do it for this first quarter of play. It's a 10-7 game. The Warriors out in front in the Motor City. It's the SFL on YouTube. in Bank Michigan Stadium. Detroit, Michigan is where we're at. Chris Curtis and Alex West with you in the broadcast booth. Pleased you could join us and spend a portion of your evening with us here at the SFL. 3 to the right in the bunch, 1 to the left for Chicago. Now moving right to left across your screen. That is a handoff and a tackle in the backfield. A loss of a yard. Great play, TJ Harper, to get in and get the penetration for the tackle.
And this just feels like a mistaken play calling here. First down and 10, you call a run play, and Rodney Panani for the V8 steps up. Now on second and 10, you see another big play by TJ Harper. Get a pass going.
Looking to throw this. Patak against a pass coverage. Left side, tipped and incomplete. And that's a third down stop for Motor City. Able to get the Warriors off of the field. And 4th and 9 coming. It'll be a punt.
More importantly, it's not just that they did force the 4th down, but they did it before the Warriors were able to get any closer. If you give up too much closer, you get Christian within range to trot out there. They have called his number a few times this season.
Sutherland back deep for the return. He will be camped out. Fair catch called for. Oh, he muffed it, and then he caught it. How in the world did that stay good? Somehow he bounced it up, nearly dropped it, but was able to control it and stay there. Unreal, and Motor City keeps the football.
Johan, you better thank your lucky stars, boy. You didn't even get hit to drop that one. You just lost it.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. That's an auspicious start to this drive. Draw play through the middle. That's not going to be a lot, but it is something. 5 yards for Christopher Dean. Decent first down gain. 2nd and 5.
Just a quick shout out to K Magic on there, the cornerback who float from the opposite side to lay a hit to slow down Christopher Dean for a second there. The tackle was still broken, but what response on the run.
2nd and 5. 8:57 left in the second quarter. Left side. That is a run forward, and it got 5 yards, but not enough for the first. And it is Shane Kaufman who makes it 3rd and inches. Here comes Motor City on the 3rd down.
Oh boy, I love 3rd and inches. Hands on the ground. It's trench warfare. Get ready, folks.
3 for 4 on 3rd down is Motor City today. 3rd and inches. Handoff left side. Christopher Dean is stopped in the backfield. The Warriors are going to get this ball back via punt as they stop him on 3rd down again.
Alex Bond finding his way into the backfield, slipping between the block lines and doing a huge TFL to snuff that drive out. Holy moly.
Punt upcoming fairly quickly, as this is going to be sent wayward by Brad Maynard. It is returned, not by much, to the 39-yard line. And here come the Warriors offense one more time. 8:01 left in this first quarter, or the second quarter of play, first half of play, and Chicago has the lead.
Suddenly getting a little bit defensive. The first 3 drives all produced points, and then the next 3 drives have all resulted in punts.
Tight end off to the right. Strong eye look for Chicago. Patak throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Hit the receiver in the hands, but he could not bring it in. Kyle Finnemore with the intended target. 2nd and 10.
Chicken or the egg question time, Curtis. Did he drop that pass, or did he lose that pass because he got hit?
I think probably he lost the pass in anticipation of being hit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
2nd and 10. Handoff through the middle. That is a nice run forward. Get him 3 or 4 yards, make it a 3rd down and medium for J.W. Doyle and company. Here comes Ty Patak. This is a passing situation. Need to get 6 yards to keep this drive alive. You do not want to give the ball back to Motor City just this quickly. Backs it up, looks to throw it. Time, throws over the middle. That one's caught. First down and more, down to the 28-yard line, inside Motor City territory. What a grab, and a good one for Ryan Arlovsky again. He's been the favorite target so far for Ty Patak.
And this is one of those moments where Arlovsky knows that the safety is too busy trying to play the interception. He sees Nicholas Warner, the former All-Star, the 14th season veteran, coming down looking to make a play on the ball, but he knows he's got it, and he grabs it and runs away.
First and 10 for Chicago. They're in field goal range. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield for the eye. They'll move the receiver to the bottom half of the screen. Motor City content to play a little bit of man-to-man. Play action. Throw for Patek. It's nearly intercepted. God. Jumping that route and nearly bringing it back to the house is King Rashid.
My heart jumped into my throat on that one. The former defensive rookie of the season, the 3-time All-Star, is kicking himself for not having a pick six on that play. That was incredible.
Dropped a little bit of a gimme there, he'd say. 2nd and 10. 6:56 to go. 2 to the right, and they'll move 1 across the formation again. See if Motor City continues to play man-to-man. They will. 9 Motor City V8 players in the picture. They'll send a blitz. In trouble, Patek. He will run and then slide for the first down. That's real good resourcefulness for Patek, and it's first down and 10 for Chicago.
And, you know, say what you will about him having struggled this season, because, yes, he has struggled, but he is a former offensive rookie of the season. He does know how to sling the football, and more importantly, he understands the importance of having a clock in your head. Either make a decision or take off and run. That time he gets a first down.
Warriors have a legitimate chance here to go up 2 scores. This will be a play action. Patek has time, throws, and nearly got it to the 2-yard line. It's knocked away. Arlovsky nearly brought that one in, and it would have been 6.
I'm seeing this home crowd get on their feet. They're getting a little bit louder now, trying to will their boys into making a stand here, holding the game to within 1 score. Let's see if the V8s do it.
Decibel level is rising in Detroit. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw this blitz coming from Motor City. Right side, tipped. They also hit the receiver in the helmet, and it gets knocked aside. That was close. 3rd down and 10 for Chicago.
Another near interception. This time it's Mark Kaufman in one-on-one coverage on the right side, who is looking at Patek's throw, making sure that he's not interfering with the route, but he's got the play on the ball there.
J.W. Doyle's in the backfield. They'll move 3 to one side and try to overload that left side. The receiving triplets there. Patek backs it up. Looks to throw it. End zone. It's incomplete. Hit a receiver in the hand, but he could not corral it. A bullet from Patek, and it goes out of the back of the end zone.
And he rifles this one on time and on target. It's credit there to Todd Rigsby, the safety again, who lays the hit as that ball is arriving on, and he has that timing in his head of when he needs to lay that so he doesn't get flagged and give an easy conversion in his fresh set of downs. What a job by the secondary.
35-yard attempt for Christian Ronald Suey from the left hash. Trying to make it a 6-point game. Snap high, held well. Kick is up and on the way. It curves back to the right, and it is good. 13-7. The Warriors get 3 points out of it. That's a defensive win on that drive for Motor City. They bend but do not entirely break.
Most definitely feels like a defensive win, but only if the offense responds. All eyes are now going to be on the V8's offense and number 19, as well as to some extent this running game, because so far the V8s have scored the majority of their touchdowns on the ground.
This ball will go out of the back of the end zone, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The SFL Convention's headed to Baltimore for 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation on the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. 1st and 10 for Motor City on a key first half drive. This will be through the middle. Good one. Christopher Dean again finding his way, bumping and trudging his way to the first down marker. It's 1st and 10.
And that's exactly what you want on the first play of a fresh drive, to try and establish that tone. Just the act of Christopher Dean getting a first down in a single carry opens up the playbook and makes King Jackson have all kinds of options, play action or just throwing the football.
1st and 10 for the V8s. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking like a hat on a hat all the way down the roster here. Looks like zone defense for Chicago, though. They'll overload the right side. There's nobody on the slot receiver on the bottom. Jackson, left side, incomplete. That was a big time hit, well timed on that hit as well as Alex Bond lays the wood.
That one was like a car crash in slow motion. My goodness, Alex Bond had some aggression to work out there, and it looks like Terrell Cooper was the unfortunate victim.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw this. Jackson, right side to it's incomplete. Nearly had it, but could not bring that one totally in. That was close. But instead, it is going to be a Phil Cost incompletion, 3rd and 10.
Once again, these refs are watching these plays very closely. They did throw some flags early, but so far, both defenses seem to have adjusted and got the timing down exactly of what the refs are looking for.
Backing it up. Jackson throws again. Right side. They try it again and still ends up incomplete. Sutherland, the intended target. And instead, it's 3 straight throws and a 3 and out for the Motor City V8. Chicago is going to get this ball back.
And another almost interception so far. This Chicago defense has a total of 3 pass deflections so far, and each one has looked like they might have been an interception.
This will be a play through the middle, and that is going to be 1st and 10. So Chicago gets this ball on the punt return. Here come the Warriors. 13-7, Chicago up with 5:21 left. They have a chance to finally go up 2 scores. The total has evaded them so far. It's been 1 score, total in this game. It's a 3-down lineman defense with an I formation looking right at him. Play action, Patak rolls, runs, 1st down and more, out to the 38-yard line, gets taken down from behind, but he does hold on to the football. 1st and 10, Warriors again on top of it.
Typically, you want to see your starting QB actually go ahead and go for the slide, but he decides to live up to the team's namesake as he gouges himself forward. He goes between the tackle and guard there through the C gap as he realizes so much of the secondary is deep and there's no linebackers in the short to stop him. What a job by Patak again.
He's done that a couple times so far today. He's been resourceful. Under 5 minutes to go, 1st half. Patak now wings it over the middle. It's a one-handed grab. Great grab again. This one, Arlovsky. Let's make this one the Retroid nice hands catch of the game.
And look at this one, how he goes on the inside post route, reaches up, grabs it midair, one-handed with his left hand. I'm not sure if he's left or right-handed, but in either case, he makes that one look effortless as he's almost at 100 yards.
Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. This will be a handoff right side, and it's an immediate takedown. 2nd and 11. Arlovsky's been the favorite target for Ty Patak today. He has Alex, and there's been a couple of them that we could probably have called the nice hands catches. That one seemingly as good as the rest.
For sure, but just that 1st down, what a stop by Doug Howard, TFL, huh? Nose guard work.
That'll work. 2nd and 11. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. I formation. Nice symmetrical formation for Chicago. 3-down linemen for Motor City. Backing it up, they send some help. Patak is taken down. That's going to be a 5-yard loss on the sack. 3rd and long coming up.
And this is just great work by the VH defensive scheming. They've got pressure coming from multiple angles, and most importantly, the outside linebacker, Rodney Panani, here again wins the one-on-one, goes across, and the guard doesn't get the block thrown on him, so he finds himself with a breakaway.
3.5 minutes to go, 3rd and 15. Backing it up, Patak has time, looks, throws on the run. It is caught down at the 4-yard line. What a grab at the 4-yard line from John Fullerton, his 2nd catch of the ball game.
I swear, Ty Patak must have the memory of a goldfish, and it's worked out for him well. He doesn't care that his completion percentage is below 50%. He's going to find his open man. He's going to sling the football there and fit it in a thymus.
1st and goal. Here come the Warriors trying to make this a 2-possession game at the end of the 1st half. Heavy set look. It's a QB sneak forward, trying to push his way. He'll get a yard, maybe. 2nd and goal.
That's the worst carry that Patak's had all day. He gets stuck on the guard there, but every other time he's gone for what, 10, 15 it feels like?
There you go, 93 yards for Orlovsky, a career high in the 4K23 era. 2nd and goal. Chicago trying to put the finishing touches on what's been a really nice drive. Attack in trouble, he's taken down. 2nd sack of the drive finds him on the ground. It is 3rd and goal.
King McNeely comes off the strong side. He's unblocked because there's so much pressure coming off that right side. He just finds himself with that straightaway in the Oklahoma.
Here comes Chicago, 3rd down, throw, end zone, touchdown! How did Orlovsky find that football? It is a touchdown for Chicago, and they take a 2-possession lead.
And I thought the type attack, reeling from what I thought could have been a concussion on that last play, delivers such a throw between the corner and the safety here. He throws it where only his man can catch it. Orlovsky with the 2nd TD grab, and Motor City needs to respond before it's over.
Great grab. Orlovsky's instincts are what told him to look back towards the football at the last possible second before that ball hit him right in the hip. And it's a 20-7 lead as Christian Ronald Suey adds the extra point. So a 2-possession lead for the Warriors, 2:08 to go in this first half. And we get a chance to look at the Motor City 2-minute drill, try to get some points to bring it back down to 1 possession before the second half starts. Here come the V8s now, returnable from 5 yards deep. Sutherland will bring it out. That is going to be down to the 23-yard line. That is not Sutherland on the return this time. Thought it should have been, but instead Jay Viper on the return, and Sean Moran, the injured defense or injured special teams player for Chicago.
Hate to see that. Sean Moran, we'll see if he gets taped up. Maybe he'll be out on the next kickoff, but the Chicago at large is breathing a sigh of relief because they've still got their starting 11 out on this next snap.
1st and 10, split backs formation from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw this. Jackson throws left side. That one's caught. Nice post route over the left side. Finds his target. That's Terrell Cooper, who has a couple catches tonight, and Motor City moving the football.
The former Fleet there, once again making an impressive catch. He's had a couple of those tonight where he's heard the footsteps but has ignored them and brought the football in regardless. That's the kind of attitude the V8s are going to need.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning. Saw that coming. It is the V8s trying to get it back to a reasonable score line before the first half ends. Two to the left, one to the right. Motor City at their own 39-yard line. Nickel look on defense. They'll move the receiver top of your screen to the bottom. Looking to throw this. Jackson has time. Pressure, not enough pressure. That one's caught deep down the right side, and it's a great looking ball for Phil Koss, his first catch.
Hashtag throw it to the tight end, and this time Phil Koss is in space because the Warriors defense is sending a whole bunch of zone coverage in the secondary, but the front four do not get any kind of pressure. So King Jackson has all day to pick out the wide open Koss on that one.
1st and 10. That's what Motor City was looking for. They're in field goal range at the moment. They are not interested in a field goal at this point. I formation. Jackson looking to throw this again. Throws, caught, 1st down and more, down to the 20-yard line. That puts him in the red zone.
Here we go. It's on the 20, almost exactly. Timeout called. So now hold your breath, folks, but I think that we can see a little bit of an equalization here.
How many opportunities will Motor City take to get this to the end zone? Jackson throws right side. It's incomplete. What a hit. Right at the last possible second. It's knocked out of Koss's hands. It's 2nd and 10.
Big shot delivered there. The tight end trying to snag another one, and he's a big fella. He knows how to catch these balls whenever someone's trying to lay a hit on him. Just too much effort there. Great job on the defense.
2nd and 10. Minute 16 to go. 3 to the left. Jackson Throws left side. That one's caught at the 5, trying to fight his way down to the 4-yard line. And it is a Motor City timeout to stop the clock.
What I'm most impressed by Jackson is that he sees that there's an unblocked blitzer coming off the weak side, that he has no time. He has to throw it now, finds and throws, and immediately gets paid off.
Here come the V8s at the 4-yard line. Throws left side, caught, trying to worm his way past the outside edge. Can't do it. Motor City calls another timeout, and he has it at the 3. 2 timeouts used for Motor City.
This is getting ever more claustrophobic. The defense is having an even easier job now. It becomes almost a situation of, are you going to even bother to throw it, or are you just going to run it already?
One at the top, one at the bottom. Motor City wondering what they're going to do here. This will be a throw. Jackson throws. End zone. Got it. That's a touchdown. We're not done yet. What a grab. Terrell Cooper, and Motor City scores.
And a salvation for both quarterbacks here is there's been some questionable moments by each QB. King Jackson here finds his redemption, and he works patiently. It's a short down situation. There's a blitzer coming off the left side, coverage everywhere, but he does see a brief window of opportunity, a glimmer of light, and he delivers a strike in the window.
That will bring out the kicker for the extra point, English T, to add on one more, make it a 20-14 score line. Kick is up and on the way. It is up and it is through. Motor City gets the ball back to start the second half. This game far from over here in Detroit.
Only a minute left to go. Chicago's got 3 timeouts to work with. There could be a real chance for their offense to go on a drive. Patak is not a stranger to throwing it deep.
This will be returnable. Good spin move. The ball's on the ground, and it is recovered by Motor City. They get the ball back. That is not ideal for Chicago, and now they play defense again.
Oh my God, what is happening? Special teams, sudden disaster strikes. What do you do?
That's a big moment for the V8s. They get this ball back. See if they can put more points on the board. Jackson left side. That one's caught out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Here come the V8s. No huddle defense. They still have 1 timeout left. Jackson left side, right side. Sorry, that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. It's 2nd and 10 instead.
It's one of those things where maybe it could have been an interception if Nate Hall, the safety, decides to go for the pick there, but he does go with only one hand. He's content with the pass deflection there, but that does ensure it's 2nd and 10 instead of a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 10. 43 ticks to go. Over the middle, looking at a receiver in the hands, and it will fall to the ground. 3rd and 10 coming with 40 seconds left in the half.
And guess who it is in the secondary again, in the deep coverage? It's the free safety, Alex Bond, again, with some bone-crunching hits. My goodness, how is he getting away with these?
He's timing them very well, is the obvious answer there. 3rd and 10. 40 seconds to go. They'll move Cooper to the top half of the screen. They'll put a quads look against the Chicago defense. 3rd and 10, backing it up. Jackson, plenty of time, throws left side, caught at the 5, trying to turn, and he can't get there, but he gets knocked out of bounds. 1st and goal for Motor City. It's King Alexander.
With just a handful of inches, he sees that handful of inches that Alexander has of space because of that handoff and coverage between the safety and corner. He sees that turn of the hips, and he knows that King Alexander has a step. Not even a full step and a half or 2 steps, only a step on Derek Majors, and hits that one. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
Yeah, big time play. 7 for 10 is King Jackson out of his last 10 throws. 1st and goal. They can they can take the lead, and it is caught. It is a touchdown. Terrell Cooper, for the 2nd time in 2 drives, gives Motor City likely the lead.
And an unbelievable job by the special teams is paid off immediately by the offense. finding their way into the end zone with extremely short field and almost no clock to work with. Doesn't matter. But this is exactly what good teams need to do to win football games. Take advantage of their opponent's mistakes.
A curve back towards the middle on the extra point, and it is put through from English T. It is a 5-play drive that ends in a touchdown for Motor City. Remember, they get the ball back at the start of the second half as well. Chicago in a little bit of trouble here. They're going to go probably 10 straight game minutes without getting the football in their offense's hands. And this is going to be returned to about the 32-yard line, at least with anything substantial. They have 32 seconds, 28 seconds on this drive before the end of the half, and then they give the ball right back to Motor City. So I expect Chicago to try to do something with this, even though they have only 28 seconds to do it.
They have no other option other than go for it and throw some shots deep. So long as you don't have type attack fumble the football, if he's looking deep and throwing big passes, whatever if he gets picked off when it's 20 yards, with 30 yards through the air.
1st and 10. From the 33-yard line, Patak, plenty of time left side. That one is incomplete. It hit a receiver in the hands, but he could not bring that one down. Unfortunately for them, John Fullerton, who has 2 catches, couldn't bring that one in.
And if there's one man that you can ask to have a short memory and just go out there and take some deep shots, it is Patak. He's familiar with this. He knows what his job is, but he's gotten 2 touchdowns today. He's done a great job.
2nd and 10. No turnovers on the interception category for either team just yet. Just the one fumble on the kickoff. That's a catch, but it's for negative yards as they couldn't get free. That's Paulie Truth, the tight end's first catch.
I'm going to talk about interceptions for a second. I am surprised Patak hasn't had one yet because Motor City has had 10, count them, 10 pass deflections as a unit.
6 defensive backs in for Motor City. Right side, incomplete. Flew past the hands of the intended target. 4th down, and that will end the first half of play. So Motor City comes roaring back from 2 possessions down at the end of the first half, and it takes the lead 21-20 at the end of the second quarter. Let's talk about this game as it sits right now. Alex, it's been a good one.
It absolutely has, and it's also been a game that makes no kind of sense. Both quarterbacks are having not exceptional days to the air on one hand because you've got Type Attack with 44% completion percentage. You've got King Jackson with only 56.5% completion percentage. But both of these guys have 2 touchdowns. They're around 100 QBR each. Both sets of running backs have had varying struggles to do the day so far. Christopher Dean's been the best one out of the backfield out of the bunch, but even so, it's been an effort by the defenses and the special teams to really make this one swing the way it has.
21-20, Motor City up on Chicago. Let's take a break, brought to you by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football, jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. We're ready for the third quarter. Motor City's going to get this ball to start, as we talked about previously, and they can continue the wave of momentum they created for themselves at the end of the first half, as this will be returned to the 31-yard line by Sutherland. Here comes King Jackson and company. 2 straight drives with a touchdown, and they have the lead.
And it feels like momentum is all behind Motor City right now, but at the same time, we did just go to the half. Both coaching staffs have had an opportunity to make some adjustments here. Motor City's offense has had some struggles moving the football outside of, they did get some pay dirt, but that second touchdown was on an extremely short field. We'll see what they've got for the second half.
Both teams been decent on third downs as well. 5 for 8 for Motor City. Chicago's 5 for 9 to this point. 1st and 10 for Jackson and company. That's going to be a throw and a near pick. That would have reversed momentum in a huge hurry, but instead it hits the ground harmlessly. 2nd and 10.
Aaron Gooden, the outside linebacker there, once again, right off the fingertips of the gloves. He's happy with the pass deflection, but that could have been a pick six if he grabs it. Going straight to the house, no one in front of him.
Nickel look on defense for Chicago, forcing Jackson into bad decisions. What Chicago obviously wants to do here. Jackson will throw left side, caught, hit as soon as the ball arrived. A 4-yard gain, which isn't too much as they find Julian Gusters, the fullback, out of the backfield. Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and 6. 5 for 8 is Motor City so far in this game. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 3-2 dime on defense for Chicago. Pressure non-existent. Right side, tipped and incomplete. Could not bring that one in, and it's a quick 3 and out as Sutherland can't bring that one home, and the V8s will punt it away back to Chicago.
Oh, Johan, go hide before you get found by the coaches because you're about to get yelled at. Thump's about to give you the hairdryer because you dropped that one. You didn't lose that one because of the hit. You dropped that one, and then you got hit.
That is going to be a decent punt. 4 seconds plus of hang time back all the way to the 13-yard line, return to the 17. And a great-looking punt by Maynard is going to give the Warriors backward field position at their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10.
Brad Maynard's not someone we normally call or spotlight, but he's had a few good boots today, kept Motor City defense with good field position.
Got to keep him ahead of the field position game if at all possible. This will be a throw from Batak, right side.
Oh,
what a grab! A one-handed interception falling backwards, and it is Mark Kaufman who made the play, and he is yet to get back up.
He puts his body on the line here, makes the one-headed falling catch. I don't know what happened. You feel terrible for him, but you know that he just made one of the most impactful plays of the game here. His offense is going to capitalize.
That interception was like elastic, but his body's not made of elastic, as you saw there. Kaufman is down. We'll see if we can get an update at the end of the 3rd quarter on his condition. 1st and 10 for Motor City, keeping the momentum with them. Here come the V8s at the 29-yard line. Looking to throw this over the middle, caught at the 12, down to the 11-yard line, and another one for Phil Koss's 3rd catch.
Koss trying to deliver the forearm shiver there, but most importantly, he does the first thing you have to do as a receiver. He makes the catch and brings that one in before he goes down to the ground. He makes sure he doesn't cough that one up.
Jackson, pretty decent day at the office, 15 for 27, just south of 200 on the day. 1st and 10, I formation for Motor City. That's Terrell Cooper moving to the top of your screen. On the draw play, nowhere to go, losing a yard in the process, and it's 2nd and 11.
Cute little play action there, doesn't end up paying off because of a great job by the Chicago front group, making sure all those running gaps between the center, the guard, those A, B, and C gaps are all clogged up.
3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. 3 sent in pressure. Throws right side, incomplete into double coverage. That was close. Sutherland can't find the football when it's thrown his way right now. And it's a lack of confidence, but also tough throw to catch.
And that one's absolutely brutal. That's another one. He's got no catches. Looks like 4 targets so far tonight. And he's got to be just in his head at this point because of how many he's had go off the gloves.
He'll get there. He'll get there if they keep throwing at him. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 3-2 dime look again for Chicago. They'll move the receiver, make it a 2-2 setting. Play action. Jackson, plenty of time. Offensive line holds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, throws right side, and it's incomplete. Probably should have been picked as well. He had 7 full seconds in the pocket there with no pressure coming and still ended up nearly throwing an interception. It's 4th down.
It's one of those things where you got to just decide if you're going to actually look to throw in through a coverage where they've got 8 people out in zone, or if you're just going to take off and run. No right decisions, but that one could have been the worst decision almost.
English T going to put some English back towards the middle of the uprights, and it will be a 3-point attempt and conversion. Field goal is good, 24-20. Motor City turns the turnover into 3 points.
Now Chicago does not have the ability to kick a field goal, take the lead, or equalize. So suddenly, numbers start getting weird. They really want to score a touchdown, and then after that, it'll be interesting to see if they go for the extra point or if they go for 2. We could get some funny scoregami here.
24-20, Chicago going to get this ball back, 10 yards deep in the end zone. It'll be a touchback from there. Bank Michigan is your locally owned and managed community bank serving the great people of the Great Lakes State with custom tailor-made deposit and loan packages since 1907. Stop by one of our offices or visit us online at bankmichigan.bank. Bank Michigan, better thinking banking. 1st and 10. Looking to hand this one off, does so, and that is going to work its way forward. It'll be a 3-yard gain for Chicago. J.W. Doyle on the carry. I think that Chicago needs to slow themselves down a little bit, maybe get back to what was working in the first part of this game and try to put a methodical drive together. Type attack been playing from behind the last few minutes. He seems to be rushing himself. Looking to throw this here. And pressure coming. He does get the throw away. Gets a couple yards. Make it 3rd and 4. Big time 3rd down coming for the Warriors.
And I see what you're saying, but at the same time, they've had a hard time getting anything really going. J.W. Doyle with, he's only averaging 1.7 yards per carry. Patak with about 42% completion percentage. It's luck when they get down the field. They've got luck so far.
Bunch to the right, one to the left as well. Patak backs it up, 5-step drop, moves out of the pocket, throws in the sidearm, and that is incomplete. Hit a receiver in the hand, but he could not bring it when in. And a quick 3 and out for the Chicago offense is not what the doctor ordered. It's 4th and 4.
Looking to the outside in double coverage when both the cornerback and the safety are right there. That's not the kind of window you want to try to be fitting those passes in, especially if you're asking your receiver to go up and catch it.
Punt upcoming. Kick is up and gone. And that is going to be almost no return to the 49-yard line. And that is that off the punt from David Roosh. Here we go. It is 1st and 10 for the V8s as they attempt to go up 2 scores. What a change in scenery we've had as you look at the team stats there. Fairly even, not too far out of the realm of possibility as far as these teams being even on paper, but still, Motor City has a chance to take an 11-point lead after all said and done in this drive. Extra blitz coming. Jackson over the middle. That one's caught by Sutherland. First catch on 5 attempts, and it's 2nd and 2.
It looked like they had 5 blitzers coming there, and that means that you got one-on-one matchups all around the place in the secondary. Jackson finds the one-on-one where his receiver has the body block completely.
And that was actually King Alexander on the catch, not Sutherland. Christopher Dean on the run around, and he will get a yard. No further than that. Another key 3rd down coming up for Motor City. They've been decent so far on 3rd downs. They need one here.
And here we go. Let's see if we get some smash mouth old school football.
They have not converted a 3rd down in this second half just yet. 5 for 10 total. Hand off through the middle. They got the first down there. It's Dean one more time who converts on 3rd down and moves the sticks.
And Dean loses the Oklahoma drill, but he gets what his team needs, which is just a yard. Sometimes all you got to do is find the 1 yard there is, and he shoots to the A-gap to go get it.
1st and 10. Extra blitzer coming. Pressure was there, but a little bit late, and the ball is caught by Koss again. His 4th catch of the ball game. He's been a pretty steady target, as tall as he is in this second half, as they move the sticks one more time.
And that's one of the most impressive throws I've seen from King Jackson so far today. He feels the pressure coming because of that unblocked blitzer, knows what's happening, and knows exactly that he has one read to throw it to, or he has to take off, and he fits that one in there to Phil Koss because there's a half second left.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Nickel look on defense for Motor City. On 1st and 10, just over 5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw this. Plenty of time. Thrown over the left side. That one's caught at the left hash mark. Not a lot to it. It's King Alexander again after a 6-yard completion.
And 2nd and 4 opens up the playbook so much, even when you're in this shortened field situation, because 4 yards to go means that you can run the football here, make it 3rd and extremely short, or go for a pass and see if you can catch the defense napping.
4th and 42, handoff to Dean. He's not going to get very far. 3rd and 4. They have already converted 1 3rd down in this drive. 6 for 11. They're going to have another opportunity here.
What a response there by Doug Day, the strong safety, to recognize that the run is coming and find his way into that one spot where he needed to be.
Jackson backs it up, pressure coming, throws, nearly intercepted, but it'll get knocked aside, and it looks like a field goal attempt coming for Motor City for English T.
And just because of how all of the scoring has worked out so far, assuming that English puts this one home, that's going to make this a 7-point ball game, just right back to a touchdown. And all eyes are then just on Chicago's offense to try and do something.
It's tea time. High snap, handled well. Kick is up and left, and it missed it. Tea time's a little bit late, and it is 1st and 10 for Chicago as they force the stop. Couldn't get it down the middle of the hash marks.
Well, we had the little sandwiches all ready to go, but someone left the pot on the boiler, and now Chicago has the ball, and there's still only a 4-point football game.
It is, and it would have only remained a 1-possession game, but now Chicago has a chance to take the lead. Here come the Chicago Warriors. 1st and 10, handoff, left side, got some time and got a nice hole to run through. He'll roll over the defender and get himself a couple of extra yards. It's J.W. Doyle with 9.
Perfectly respectable effort from Doyle there. He's their feature down back, and this makes it extremely easy to get another fresh set.
2nd and 1. Heavy set look. It's a QB sneak for Patek, and he's got himself a 1st down for his squad. Quick trip back to SFL HQ for the first time today. Cameron Irvine has it for us.
Thank you, Curtis. Well, this one's unusual. Sammy Steele hit 5 for 5 on field goals today for Atlanta, including 2 50-yarders. That's $500,000 in incentives. And Atlanta eventually held on to beat Nashville 22-14 off the leg of Sammy Steele. Back to you in Detroit.
Atlanta needed that game as well to keep pace in the East and try to stay competitive in the playoff standings. Thank you, Cameron, for that update. That's a big-time boot from Sammy Steele, a couple of them, 5 to be exact. Attack right side, that one's caught, 2-yard gain, make it 3rd and 5. Chicago on a key 3rd down coming up here. As Chicago trying to get their 2nd win, Motor City trying to get their 3rd as these two teams battle in the Central Division. Neither team has had the season they've wanted so far, but that doesn't mean much for this game as they can see the win right in their front window. Attack over the middle. That one is incomplete. Should have been caught, but it hit the receiver in the shoulder, and that is not going to be preferred as John Fullerton misses on that. 4th and 5. Chicago will likely punt it away.
And both of these teams suddenly stiffening up on defense. We've seen a few instances where we've had both teams either intercept or punt away. Of course, we've had 1 field goal for Motor City and a missed field goal for Motor City again, but we've had a little while since we've had a score.
2.5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for the V8s who have the football and the lead. Plenty of time to chew away, and that would be a real good time for a soul-sucking drive. Take some of that clock away if you are a V8 fan. Nickel look on defense. Looks like Chicago may be expecting a run here. It should be a run, and it is. The draw play is a good one. Christopher Dean has himself 8 yards. They're going to say 7 as he's taken down and make it 2nd and 3.
Well, they do guess run, but they guess wrong on where, and now that just makes it easier for Motor City to get yards. They only had 39 yards before that play was run. Now we'll see how many they can push that rushing yard total up to.
Handoff through the middle. Not much there. Got a yard back. 3rd and 2 for Motor City. Chicago can smell the sideline right now on defense.
That was such a friendly spot. I feel like that was a TFL, but forward progress, they say he got it.
Here we go. Big time moment here. Handoff. Got the first down. That's a key run for Christopher Dean, who's been full of those tonight. 1st and 10 for the V8s.
An absolutely brutal third down conversion. The V8s get the push they needed. The Warriors now reeling.
We smashed open the over-under in this game. Right now, Motor City not covering the spread. They're favored by 4.5 from Jack's data. Right side, incomplete. Into double coverage one more time, and that one nearly found the safety's hands for Nate Hall.
Both of these quarterbacks have been happy to live dangerously tonight. We have seen a total of 20 pass deflections between both defensive units and 1 interception.
Looking to throw this, plenty of time. Jackson, incomplete. Another one that does not go their way, and here comes the long third down conversion now. Chances Phil Koss couldn't bring that one in. Now Chicago has a clear chance to get off the field.
The favored target letting his quarterback down on that play. Let's see if he redeems himself.
Here we go. Quads look, turns into 3 on the right. They're going to overload that right side. Give Jackson some targets on their right side. Throw right side on the swing. Breaks a tackle, does Christopher Dean, but he steps out of bounds. 4th down, Motor City will punt it away with a minute to go in the third.
And Jackson looking to check down there. You know, maybe if Dean is able to stay in bound there after he delivers a brutal forearm, nice little stiff arm move there, maybe he can throw the shoulder down and get the first down, but you got to look down the field.
Punt is up and gone from Maynard. It's another nice boot out to the 19-yard line. Broken tackle on the return out to the 24. No further than that, 1st and 10 for Chicago. Your time is now to get your voice on the call. We are looking for passionate SFL participants to join our broadcast team for the continuation of SFLM Season 9, kicking off next month. Please visit simfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and be one of the biggest difference makers in the future of SFL action. Of course, SFLM starting up, and then we will have the regular season 24 after that. And be a part of that as well should the SFLM season go well. That's going to be a handoff through the middle, 2nd and 9. But a nice way, Alex West, I know you did some SFLM games. It's a nice way to break in. Not a lot of pressure on those broadcasts, so even if you have a fear of doing it at the big time scale, like say Alex and I are doing it, there's a small time area for you to get your practice in with the SFLM. That's going to be a throw right side. That one's caught out to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, and Arlovsky again finds the catch.
And Arlovsky here running the outside post route, you know, it's one of those things where it's the soft spot of the zone, but more than that, it's Patak watching that safety turn his hips back to run downfield with the receiver, and he waits for that safety to turn his head away.
End of the third quarter. Motor City with a 4-point lead, but Chicago has the football. We'll pause for station ID. It's the SFL on YouTube. Station of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Chris Curtis, Alex West with you. Technical and graphical producer Cameron Irvine in the background as we get the 4th quarter underway. Get your numbers up, get your 4s up, and all the other numbers of our fall. And they're going to call it a fumble, and it is recovered by Motor City. I have a feeling we're going to see a red hanky somewhere, but right now it's V8's football.
You've got to throw it on this one because what an utter disaster. It looks like it's forward, but it could be either way.
That looks like a forward pass. It looked like there was some distance covered between there and the next yard marker. And we'll get a retroactive look brought to you by Retroid. Put an SFL console and play the only game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. But looking under the hood, I don't think there's any way this is not a forward pass.
And, you know, it feels that way, but we have seen some questionable calls through the years that either get upheld and some ones that look obvious that are correct be reversed. So we'll see what they come down on, but I think that was forward, not backward.
Yeah, this should be an incompletion in my opinion, and it is overturned. So that's exactly what ends up happening. So Motor City does not get this football. Chicago keeps it. Just an errant forward pass, barely forward from type attack, something he's going to have to watch for.
That's the third coach's challenge I think we've seen this game, and all of them being overturned. Some interesting stuff there.
2nd and 10. 9:57 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Offside eye look, tight end off to the left-hand side in the strong eye. Handoff through the middle, not a lot to it. Gets a yard, no further than that. 3rd and 9, key third down for Chicago.
And these are the moments when you either win or lose the football game. The Warriors have the opportunity here to go up, but they have got to convert this.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to overload that left side. Now they're going to bring 1 to the top half. Now it's a hat on a hat. 3 down linemen for Motor City. Attack, backs it up, throws, tipped and incomplete. What a tip by the linebacker to get up and knock that one away. 4th down, and it's not 4th down territory yet. Chicago will punt.
Going up there like he's got a pogo stick hidden in those pads as he
Boing.
springs up there and swats it down. Holy moly.
Here we go. 4th down, and Motor City's going to get this ball back. Chicago going to play the field position game, see if they can pin the V8s deep. It's a good punt out to the 13-yard line. Returnable, breaks the tackle, gets it to the 25. That's a good return for Sutherland, as he has 1 catch in this game, looking to add a couple more. 1st and 10 for Motor City.
Good effort by him there on the return. He's been very frustrated in the passing game. Now he has struggled to bring the ball in so far tonight, making the most of his opportunities in the special teams when he hasn't had a gunner right in his face.
Yeah, that's a pretty key component to that. From the 25-yard line, Motor City. If they can go up 2 scores, you got to think that is going to put them on a bit of a coasting pattern. Terrell Cooper, top of your screen. Nickel look on defense for Chicago. Jackson to the outside, gets it into the back's hands, and that is going to be out of the flats to Christopher Dean. Only a 2-yard completion towards the sideline.
And now is a big moment for Motor City because you can't be content to just try and work the clock here. You are up by 4 points. That's not enough. You can't even be satisfied with a field goal. You need to go get a touchdown to really put this game to bed.
2nd and 8. Looking to throw this. Plenty of time for Jackson. Wings it over the middle. That one's incomplete again. Just problems over the middle trying to get the tight ends involved. Mihara can't bring that one in. 3rd and long for Motor City. Last thing Motor City wants to do is give the ball back to Chicago. But if they can't convert this 3rd and long, that's exactly what they'll have to do.
I'm just shaking my head. Azami doesn't even get hit. Just off the fingertips again.
Jackson backs it up, moves out of the pocket. Deep drop, throw over the middle, and it's caught. Found a seam in the middle of the coverage in the between the hash marks. It's Sutherland with his 2nd catch. None bigger than that one right there.
The much maligned Johan finally having his day in the sun, bringing that one in, even as he gets absolutely planted by Nate Hall on the defense. That one was just a brutal hit, but it doesn't matter. 1st down, V8s.
Here we go, Motor City moving the football. The 44-yard line's where they're at. High formation, Jackson calling signals at the line. He will move Sutherland into motion. Into the slot, top of your screen. Nobody directly on him. Looking to throw it. They'll throw his direction. That one's caught. Plenty of room, and it is gone. Terrell Cooper to the house. Motor City touchdown.
And the Warriors send the house here and are punished in the biggest of ways. Every receiver is free. Just oceans of green. Jackson with all kinds of opportunities, so he throws to Terrell Cooper, who's been his most reliable receiver, who just gallops into the end zone and makes it a 10-point ball game.
That is a big-time grab for Cooper. 101 or 111 yards. That's 100K in the bank after this game is done. This is up and good. 31-20, a 2-possession lead for Motor City. They brought it all the way back. Remember, Chicago at one point had a 2-possession lead on Motor City in this game and just hasn't been able to do anything in this second half to speak of. 7:51 left in this fourth quarter. Now Chicago must respond.
There's absolutely no time left to pussyfoot around. You've got to score points here or just cry yourself all the way home on the team bus, because there's no time left to pussyfoot around again. There's only 7:47 in the final quarter. You've got to do something.
1st and 10 at the Chicago 35-yard line. Big time moment. 7:47 left in this fourth quarter of play. I formation look. That's going to be over the middle. That one's caught. Nice one-handed grab is going to get it for Kyle Finnemore, his first catch of the second half. Join Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green for another edition of SFL This Week at 7:15 p.m. Eastern before a must-win game for championship contender supremacy in Florida, where the 6-2 Storm will battle the 7-1 Arizona Scorpions on this week's Monday Night Spectacular. Kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern with the full M&S crew right here on SFL YouTube. Yes, myself, Tyler Falk, will be available, as well as Mike St. Green in This Week in the SFL studios, and Charles Doherty with Cameron Irvine on that call. That should be a fantastic game. No doubt about that one. That was going to be a handoff going to the right. Alex, it's the biggest reason for that game to be huge. Florida either loses 3 straight, Arizona potentially loses 2 straight. That is a massive implication game for the top end of the table in the SFL playoff picture.
Not only is it a question about who's going to be the top dog, it's also a question of energy as you go into the playoffs. Losing late in the season hurts.
It really does. Attack, plenty of time. Flag on the play, over the middle of the field. That one's caught. And that is in between 2 defenders, but hold everything. Turns out they took that literally. They were holding everything. Defensive holding on Chicago. Or I'm sorry, on Motor City, and Chicago will decline the penalty. 1st and 10 as they have the V8s backed up to their own 18-yard line.
The worst of both worlds for the V8's defense. Not only did they give the offense a free play, Patak bombed one downfield and got so much yardage off it, and now he's in the red zone.
I formation. Into the slot goes the motion receiver. 1st and 10 for Chicago. 5 on the play clock. They'll play it. Left side caught. 1st down and more. Down to the 5-yard line. Here comes Chicago. It's John Fullerton's 4th catch.
And what an effort here by the Warriors. Better late than never. But because of the work they did early in this football game, suddenly this is what they need at the time that they need it. The V8's looking on the back foot now.
Chicago trying to finally answer 24 unanswered points for Motor City. Thanks to Dakota Butts in our stats truck for that. Damon Simeon also there. 1st and goal. Chicago trying to stay in this football game. Patak looking, pressure coming, evades, throws, caught, touchdown! Oh, what a grab! What a formation of plays from Chicago as they find their target in the end zone. Ryan Orlovsky has been monstrous today.
And now he's over the century mark and a hat trick of touchdowns for himself here in the red zone in the short yardage situation. Patak has to shed 1 tackle to even get this pass off. And there's another hit coming as he lets it go. Orlovsky also gets hit. So you see this VH defense is not letting the Warriors have it for free, but it doesn't matter. The Warriors push through it anyway.
5 plays, 65 yards. Orlovsky with plenty of contribution, approximately 117 yards on 7 receptions. He's been Ty's favorite target today, targeted him 12 times and finds him for his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Here come the Warriors now. Motor City needs to try to get it back up to a 2-possession ball game, and there's your updated team stats. Almost 400 total yards for Motor City so far.
And you know what's extra freaky about it is that, if you take away that 56-yard touchdown that Terrell Cooper had, this is an even total. But at the same time, there's an opportunity to strike again.
Here comes Jackson. Throws left side. It's picked off. Chicago gets the ball right back in an instant red zone opportunity for the Warriors at the 18-yard line.
Now both quarterbacks are evened up to 3 touchdowns and 1 interception each. Both of these guys have had moments of brilliance and moments of utter misery slinging the football tonight. Back and forth we go. You cannot turn away from this game because anything can happen.
Sabo Kanan with the interception gives the Warriors a chance with just within a couple minutes to take the lead again. How back and forth has this game been? I formation for Chicago. Patak is under center against the 4-2 look, the nickel. Five on the play clock. Patak backs it up, looks to throw, throws, and it's picked off! Motor City takes it right back again! How about that? Another one gone. It's Sammy Seatbelt, the third for the second consecutive week. He has an interception.
And that's the second consecutive week I've called this man having an incredible moment. This one's where he is reacting. Instead of having all day to read the quarterback like he did last week, this is one of an incredible quick twitch reflex plays. There have been 12 deflections for this Motor City defense, and now they finally get another second pick to reward themselves.
Motor City puts on their seatbelt, and they get themselves a turnover. Motor City from their own 22. Handoff. Christopher Dean goes for 7 yards. The offensive coordinator basically said, no, we're not throwing it on this play. We are not giving them another chance for an immediate interception. It's 2nd and 3.
No mas, put it on the ground. Just work the clock. Forget about trying to extend the lead. Forget about getting a 2-score lead. Just end it while you've got a lead, okay?
Yeah, just cook the clock a little bit, I think is the right answer there. That's going to be a run forward and nothing doing. It is Shane Kaufman with no gain. 3rd and 3 coming. Chicago's defense, this is the biggest third down they've seen today. And Motor City really wants a conversion. Who's going to get it? 8 for 15 is Motor City on 3rd downs today. Handoff. Didn't get it. Big time stop, 4th and inches. Christopher Dean is stopped at the apex, and it's a punt upcoming for Motor City.
It looked like maybe they were looking to play the pass at first, but oh my God, here we go. 4th and inches, they're going for it.
No, they are lined up in the split backs at their own 32-yard line. They're going to run this. It's going to be Christopher Dean, 1st down. Oh, what an unreal play to keep the drive alive. How big of gumption do you have to run it on 4th and inches at your own 32?
That man's fueled on spite, I swear. I haven't seen someone run that angry since I don't even know who.
3 to the left, 1 to the right, another draw play. This is going to be a chance for Shane Kaufman. 4-yard gain and 3:44 and ticking left in this clock.
I thought maybe he was going to break that one loose for another 5 yards after he bounced off that first hit. Good job by the tackle to come off the blocking and secure that one.
Here we go, 2nd and 6. This has been a fun one in Detroit. 3:27 to go, 31-27 Motor City. Handoff through the middle. Christopher Dean again finds himself to 3rd and 2. It's not 3rd and inches, so I don't know if he'll get the call on this run, but either way, darn good drive so far. Motor City taking as much time off the clock as they can. Reminder, Chicago needs more than a field goal to get this game tied up or take the lead.
They haven't moved very far, but they've already worked over a minute off. That's what they want to be doing.
Chewing clock. Hand off right through the middle. Knock it. Oh, they gave it to him. Oh, that's going to be looked at again. Shane Kaufman was, I believe, short of the 1st down marker. That's exactly what I thought was coming. It's a challenge coming up to the spot of the ball. Retroactive look at the play brought to you by Retroid. Put an SFL or Retroid console in your hands. Play the only game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. Here's the look under the hood. Where is the ball at when the player's knee touches the ground? And judging by that look, Does not look like, here's the perfect look right here.
Even with forward progress, he looks well short of the pylon there. Ignore the yellow line. It's just a simulation, but it doesn't matter. The pylon is obviously further forward.
Yeah, that's not going to work. This call is overturned. Motor City is going to have to face a 4th and 1. They ran it on 4th and inches. Do they dare do it again?
Feels like you really want to, because the clock is still, the clock is not ticking. You don't really want to punt it away here, I don't think, but looks like that's what they'll elect to do.
Yeah, if it was 4th and inches, I think they may try for it, but 4th and 1. Oh, it's a fake! They're going to throw a fake! Left side! It is incomplete!
Oh, no!
Out of the hands! Oh, man, 1st and 10 for Chicago. If there was a chance to go for it, that would have been it. It was right off the hands of the receiver. And that was the fullback, Stanley Pritchett, who was not able to bring that one in. Here come the Chicago Warriors with great field position.
Incredible field position. They're across midway.
What a time to call a fake. 1st and 10. Chicago, 2:41 to go, plenty of time. Patak throws right side. That one's caught, and he gets spine buster to the ground at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Nicholas Warner there, the strong safety, absolute menace so far this season, by the way. He is the league leader in tackles coming into this game. 81 at the start of this one. He's had another 5 so far tonight.
1st and 10. 2:19 to go in this 4th quarter. 3-2 dime look. Actually, 3-3 look on defense for the V8s. Left side, incomplete, slightly overthrown. Couldn't find the target, but he had the seam.
He's a little confused, but he got the spirit on that one because the blitz was coming. It was a very creative package to have only 3 defensive linemen, but still send 6 to go the strong side. So he threw left side.
2:09 to go. Last play likely before the 2-minute warning. Play action pressure coming for the backside, evades, end zone, touchdown! Chicago takes the lead. It's Kyle Finnemore, and he evades the sack and puts a dot in the end zone.
Blinking, you might miss it. Ty Patak has been an absolute unit in the backfield tonight, rifling throw after throw through contact. He has not been afraid of the defense. He has thrown into the teeth of it again and again. He is on 50% completion percentage, and he has 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards. What a stat line, what a night, what a leader.
And he will hold the ball in this extra point to give them a 3-point lead, 34-31, 41 yards after the missed fake punt. Set them up with great field position. Motor City, though, all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, which will probably be hit after this kickoff is done. It's up in the air and gone. It is returnable, but not returnable, as it'll be down in the end zone to bring it out to the 20. So one more play before the 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts, and that has certainly made things more interesting as far as the total yards in this football game.
Let me tell you, folks, people think that you bought the tickets for the seat, but really you're only needing the edge tonight because this game has been back and forth the whole way.
Man, oh man. Chance for Jackson. Got to be a hero in front of his home crowd. He's going to run this. He's going to slide, and he'll get himself 5 yards. And that is the last play before the 2-minute warning. Minute 57 to go. Motor City trying to win this one in the final couple of minutes. Chicago's come all the way back. Both teams have come back from 2-possession deficits in this football game. And now Motor City trying to put the hammer home to finish this comeback off for the final time. 3 points down, 2 minutes to go. All 3 timeouts does Motor City have. This will be a Christopher Dean run, and he will go absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 5 in obvious 4-down territory.
On that 2nd and 5, Motor City was looking to do that split back formation. Chicago clearly expecting the run, gets it. They were stacking the box. Motor City elects to push through anyway and gets nothing.
Split backs look. Jackson looks, plenty of time, pressure coming, now throws right side, incomplete. 4th down, but 4 down territory with 90 seconds to go.
And that's just a missed throw by Jackson. He's leading his receiver too much there, thinking he's got more speed coming across from left to right than he does. Just misses it.
Here come the V8s. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 3-2 dime look. Backing it up, throw over the right side. It is caught. And a 1st down. Motor City converts at the last possible second. Terrell Cooper gets it. 7 receptions for 116. And Motor City extends the drive. Through the middle. Shane Kaufman gets hit hard after a 6-yard carry, 2nd and 4.
Both of these teams are laying everything on the line here. It feels like this is the last drive. Motor City scores or Chicago gets to ice it. Everyone knows this is it.
Jackson ready to go, 2nd and 4, handoff right side, breaks through a tackle, gets the 1st down.
Oh my God.
1st down, Christopher Dean moves the chains again, and the clock continues to go until Motor City calls a timeout.
Christopher Dean making like a bulldozer there as he fights for every inch, and it's a game of inches right now.
Here we go. They're going to overload that right side. 4 on 2. Receivers to coverageman. KJ looks, throws that way, right side, and it's incomplete. Hit the hands of Terrell Cooper, couldn't bring it in. It's 2nd and 10.
Doesn't feel great to have an incompletion there, but you know what? It's fine because you didn't lose that much clock, and you have 3 more downs. You're down, so you're down with this being the last possession, so this is obvious 4-down territory. Just don't take too much time, whatever you do.
Here we go. Week 11. This is a fun game so far. Jackson. Oh, no! What a hit! What a hit at the last moment. Couldn't bring it in. Alexander gets it knocked out of his hands by the safety. 3rd and 10.
And I think I see him going, looking around there. He's looking for his mouthpiece. That one was absolutely stiff.
Three to the left, 1 to the right. Backing it up, Jackson has time, throwing over the middle. That one is held on to. They move the chains again. Motor City calls their 2nd timeout.
And they've got 1 more, and they're across midfield. Now all they have to do to try and play for overtime is to get within field goal range with 1 timeout left. After that, they're just playing to win the game with a touchdown.
Remember,
just get there.
Yeah, absolutely. But English T, remember, did miss a field goal earlier from about 40 yards. Jackson throws left side. It's caught down to the 23-yard line to the 21. No huddle defense. 21 ticks to go. Bunch left. 1 to the right as well. Jackson looks, throws left side, incomplete. They'll huddle up with 15 ticks.
And I understand why they did it. They want to work some time off the clock as well as give themselves an opportunity to take advantage of what they see some favorable matchups in that defense. No mistake by them doing that hurry up there. They still have 1 timeout to work with here.
They do. You saw English T warming up on the sidelines. The game may be on his foot. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Jackson backs it up, rolls left, out of the pocket, throws, and it's ricocheted into the end zone. 3rd and 10 with 11 seconds to go.
And you see Alex Bond saying this is a no-fly zone, but I can feel him cringing inside because, oh my goodness, the opportunity to ice the game was in and then out of your hands, man.
I think at this point, you go for preference. Does T-Time like it in the middle of the hash marks or towards the side? He did miss from the middle earlier. Throw right side. That one's caught. Cooper has a 1st down, and they will call a timeout with 6 ticks to go. That's their final one. Now the question becomes, do you take a shot at the end zone or do you go for 3?
I don't think that you gamble on the end zone at this point.
Nope.
Yep, they'll just call on English.
1 for 2 today from the right hash, 25 yards, trying to tie the ball game. Snaps good, hold good, kick is up, and it is also good. With 3 seconds left, we look like we're headed to overtime.
Hold your breath, folks, because it's all either going to come down to this kickoff being the craziest special teams play of the game, or we've got an overtime game on our hands. Some extra action.
Possibly some free football. This kickoff will be the last play before the overtime unless something crazy happens. It's returnable from the 10-yard line. Breaks through one level of tackles, but can't break through the second. Kyle Finnemore gets it to the 35, and that ends this regulation time. We do go to sudden death overtime in Week 11. One of these teams is going to put a win in the column. Just a matter of who it's going to be. We'll find out shortly. It's the SFL on YouTube. It's free football, everybody. Chris Curtis, Alex West, Dakota Butts, Damon Simeon in the broadcast booth. They're the latter two for stats. And technical and graphical producer Cameron Irvine in the truck. Hitting the buttons. Coin toss on your screen right now. And it is going to be Chicago football. First points wins. There's no second possession either way if any points hit. So here we go. Warriors will start this OT period with the pigskin.
Time for sudden death, the golden pigskin. Let's see who's got it.
What a game this has been. 2 timeouts aside. All reviews will be from the booth. To the 20, to the 25, breaks a tackle at the 25 to get to the 27-yard line. Good looking return. And out comes Ty Patak and company, who's had a much better fourth quarter than he did the third quarter. He did throw the interception. There is your last 10, 7 for 10. Talking about Ty Patak, including 1 interception.
This man just had an absolutely crazy game. 113 yards in the first quarter, 104 yards in the fourth quarter.
Here's Patak. Time to throw it. One-handed grab. It's going to be a grab and run. Nice job in stride to hold on to that football by Kyle Finnemore. He's got himself 10 yards, 2nd and inches.
Yeah, just more on Ty Patak's day. He's had an incredible first quarter, 113 yards, incredible fourth quarter, 104 yards, but less than 100 yards in the second and third quarter. He's been alive in the bookends. What will he do in overtime?
2nd and inches. Chicago moving up the offensive formation. They're going to move a receiver out wide at the bottom of your screen. Zone defense look from Motor City. It is a quarterback sneak up the middle. Type attack, untouched. Gets near midfield. It's first down.
Absolutely nobody saw it coming. And as a result, there's nobody blocking. There's no nose guard across from the center or even close to where the guard is. So Patak is completely uncovered as he shoots from the A-gap and grabs a whole bunch.
1st and 10. Handoff through the middle, going nowhere. What a hit. J.W. Doyle sees turf. 2nd and 10.
And Rodney Panani called him a couple of times. He's been great in the run coverage. He's made sure that there's been a struggle by Chicago to actually establish the ground game tonight.
2nd and 10. Backing up. Looking to throw this. Plenty of time. Now throws. Left side. Incomplete. That was dangerous. Nearly had it. Here comes Chicago on a 3rd down. That was John Fullerton, the intended target.
And this is the 3rd down. Every 3rd down is the 3rd down at this point. You cannot afford to punt it away. You've got to get within field goal range, and they're way, way outside it.
Watch for Ryan Arlovsky on this play as well. He's been the favorite target for Ty so far. Patak backs it up. Pump fake. Waits. Now throws. Over the middle. Needs it. No. Not going to happen. He was looking over the middle in coverage where a couple of V8 members, Todd Rigsby in the area. 4th down. Chicago will likely punt this away.
Yet another pass deflection for Rigsby, who has not come away with an interception yet. It's only been Kaufman and Seatbelt, the third that have grabbed him. But Rigsby has 3 pass deflections.
4th down, going to try to pin the V8s deep. This is a kick that goes off to the right, but it is shanked pretty well. That is going to be to the 30-yard line on the return. So decent field position, but not altogether great for Motor City, who now needs to move the football roughly around 40 yards to have a shot.
And honestly, just for 1 second, I got to say, Sutherland, fair catch that. If you put that on the ground, Chicago recovers it. That's game. You got to fair catch those.
Yeah, Chicago did fumble a punt earlier. That was a big-time play. This will be a roll to the left. Jackson on the screen couldn't quite get the player involved, and it'll be a 2nd and 10.
Jackson looked like he was throwing towards the guard there that was holding, not even throwing at the back, just a little bit of an off-target errant throw as he was tossing off the back foot and moving.
8:12 left in this overtime. We do not have ties in the SFL. That is not going to be a thing. We go until we have a winner. Nickel look on defense. Jackson has the football, backs it up, looks to throw this. Throws short, got a catch and run. I believe that was Sutherland who had it. Nope, it is not. It is Alexander who brings that one in 3rd and 3. That makes a very makeable 3rd down and 3 situation for Motor City.
Mr. King Alexander, their most surest hands tonight. 7 receptions on 10 targets for 78 yards. He's had a quiet but respectable night of just decent dink and dunks for 10 plus yardage.
10 for 20 on 3rd down is Motor City, 50%. 3rd and 3. Handoff through the middle. Christopher Dean, 1st down and more to the 45-yard line.
And what a moment to call the draw play there. The defense completely bites on the routes going down the field. And as a result, there's no one for Chris on the 2nd level to stop Christopher Dean as he gallops through the line.
4-3 look on defense. Motor City just shy of midfield at the 45-yard line. That's Cooper going top of your screen. Looking to throw this. Throws over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Safety had a beat on it. Nearly intercepted it. It was Nate Hall.
That's the 4th one that Nate Hall's been tracking and almost comes away with, but Chicago has somehow had 11 pass deflections and only 1 pick to show for it.
This to be play number 91 on offense for Motor City to 77 for Chicago. Been pretty even, but a lot of plays from scrimmage in this football game. 2nd and 10. Jackson backs it up, throws short, caught, and can't get up and go. Christopher Dean does get a 3-yard completion out of it. Another key 3rd down where they are 11 for 21.
To an extent, you take what the defense gives you, but come on, from 2nd and 10, the difference between 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 7 is not much. You're passing either way. Everyone knows it.
The whole stadium knows you're passing on this. This will be a Jackson throw, right side, and it is caught, and it's an interception, actually. Did he just take it out of the hands of the receiver?
How did he do that? Ricky Robinson goes up, and there's 2 sets of hands that go up there to go get it, and only one comes down with it.
It was Robinson.
My God.
The entire way. He was looking top of your screen for the reception, just couldn't quite get it into the hands of the receiver, and going over the head of the receiver was Robinson to bring that one down. Don't look now, Chicago in prime field position. Going to the right, throwing right side, it is caught. Biggest catch in OT. Belongs to Ryan Arlovsky. Who else?
Just an absolute monster in the passing game tonight for Chicago. Arlovsky has 9 catches on 14 targets. He now has over 150 yards in catches, 3 touchdowns. What more can you ask for? Well, his team needs even more to seal the deal, and he answers.
Just about 160 yards of receiving for Ryan Arlovsky today. Easily player of the game status. Handoff through the right side. It's a 6-yard gain going forward for Gus.
And that one looks effortless. If you can do that again, run again on 2nd down. Make the Motor City show that they can actually stop it whenever they get gashed big through the air.
Split backs formation for Chicago. 4-3 look on defense for Motor City, backed up to their own 31-yard line. They're in field goal range at this point. QB sneak. Patak ends up a little bit short on the slide. 3rd and 2.
Patak, go ahead and slide there. You know, you had a couple extra yards. You could have gotten the first down, but whatever. You're close enough. You can say you're probably within field goal range of Christian Ronald-Sui. Now, he's kicked 42 yarders before.
3rd and 2. Handoff, no play action, pressure coming, gets out of it, and Patak will run. First down and more, to the 20, to the 15, tries to spin at the 14-yard line, and gets taken down out of bounds at the, I believe that was the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 in the red zone for Ty Patak.
And there's no spy. Everyone's downfield. Everyone's looking to try and stop Patak from finding the end zone through the air, but everyone forgets what he's been doing so far.
It is a chance for Christian Ronald-Sui to put Chicago in the win column from the right hash. 30 yards. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is good. Chicago on the road gets the win in week number 11.
Oh my God, what a ball game. We've had it back and forth the whole way, and it took the extra effort here for Chicago to seal it. Oh my goodness.
A fantastic game from start to finish. Motor City comes up just short on their home field. Bank Michigan Stadium in a stunned silence as Chicago comes through and gets the win on the road. Alex, break down that second half in the overtime for me.
Well, the second half in and of itself was a duel between two teams, both going back and forth. Chicago had the energy, looked like going in the fourth quarter. You know, they scored 14 in the fourth quarter. Motor City was game, but really it was just a story of the bookends for Chicago. They built the lead early. They were able to surge in the late game, and that momentum in the fourth quarter was enough to propel them to the slimmest of margins of victory in overtime.
This will be a fun one for them to recap on This Week in the SFL on Monday night. No doubt about that one. 2 more games on tap tonight. Bossier City faces Charleston. Ethan Muslin and Mickey Melillo on the call there. Mexico City heads to Queen City. Cameron Duty and Mike O'Neill in the primetime slot there. For Alex West and everybody in the Stats Truck and Cameron Irvine, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Detroit. It is Chicago coming out 37-34 over the V8s. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the 9 o'clock block.